Today, I decided to do a very interesting endeavor. I added Calvin Johnson Jr. to the team you see on your screen. The Kansas City Chiefs. Just because, the Chiefs needed more weapons than Travis Kelce. I turned off X Factors. I turned off super abilities. So the fact he's not an X Factor does not matter. That again isn't going to matter for this video. But yes. Patrick Mahomes has arguably the best receiver of all time. So, shout out to Comic Section for making me do this idea. Let's get right into it. Guys, today we have the Kansas City Chiefs with Calvin Johnson. Week 1. I also got a haircut, by the way. Shout out to me. I also have another channel that I just started called That Card Collector, which if you'd like to subscribe to it, down below in the description, I'm uploading me opening up Yu-Gi-Oh!, Pokemon, Magic, football, baseball, hockey cards, you name it. We're uploading every single day on that channel, so make sure you check it out. Or check out my rest of my 6 channels. I have 6 channels. I have 6 official channels now. They upload daily content to. What is happening here? Oh, crap. I forgot to turn off injuries. Because injuries is absolutely awful, and it ruins the game, and it's way too overpowered in Madden. Anyway, let me turn that off. But also, what's going on here with the players? Like, why are we 1-3 with Calvin Johnson? Something doesn't add up here. I'm doing the calculations, and I would expect the Chiefs to be undefeated at this point. So, is Calvin just not working with them? They lost to the Ravens, they lost to the Falcons, they lost to the Chargers. What has Calvin Johnson... What has he done in these games? 3 receptions, 39 yards. Patrick, you're supposed to throw it to him, buddy. If you need to, do what Matthew Stafford used to do. Throw him the ball 70 times a game. Okay. He does lead the team in yards. And in receptions, by far. And touchdowns. So, I guess he's... I love Madden. Madden is such a great game because it's so random. You would think with the first 4 weeks this team would be 4-0. They did start off versus some tough opponents. I'll give them a break, but they played the 4-2 49ers. Super Bowl rematch. And this time, previously on Kansas City Chiefs franchise, they lose. 2-4. At least Calvin's having a good year. I guess in the end, all that matters is Calvin's having a good year. They lost to the Raiders. Bro, what is actually happening? I gotta stop doing Kansas City Chiefs videos. Because every single time this happens, they start off the year doing absolutely awful, just getting destroyed, railroaded, back-ended, and then to end the year, they start winning every single game. This happens every franchise I do. You can watch any Kansas City Chiefs franchise, and this is the same recipe. I don't know why Madden does this. With the updated roster of 2024, they always start the Chiefs off 1-5 or 2-5, and then they have them win the rest of the games. Did I read the Panthers are 8-2? How are the Panthers 8-2? But yeah, so we were 1-5. Now we're 6-5. Now we're 7-5. I hate how it does this. It's so weird. It starts off the season the Chiefs are going to be awful this season. And it's oh, wow. Comeback kid. It does this every single time. It's getting kind of boring at this point. And we played the 10-4 Texans. We beat the 10-4 Texans. Played the 3-12 Steelers. One could only pray that the Steelers end up being... We lost to the 3-2... 97 Broncos. Okay. They make the playoffs just barely Just barely make the playoffs. Madden is such a weird game, man. Alright, let's look at stats. Patrick Mahomes, 27 touchdowns, 15 interceptions, 4,300 yards. Isaiah Pacheco had 1,600 yards, 14 touchdowns. Calvin had 1,400 yards and 9 touchdowns, which, to be honest, probably will be more than any receiver. Honestly, probably will be more yards than any receiver on the Chiefs this year. I was going to say combined, but then I thought Marquise Brown probably has 1,000 yards. Rashee Rice would be suspended. But even then, I think Xavier Worthy probably like 700 yards. I could definitely see them, all those players are just listed there having 1,000 yards. So I wouldn't be surprised. But wow, Patrick Mahomes, only 26 touchdowns. I don't see how you have 26 touchdowns when you have freaking one of the greatest receivers of all time in Calvin Johnson Jr. But okay. At least he had a bad year, so maybe he won't win MVP. Potentially he won't win MVP because he had a bad year. Oh, wait. I clicked on the wrong one. He did not win MVP. He actually came in number 8 at MVP. Patrick sucks. Joe Burrow's better. Anyway, wild card round. Miami Dolphins, just like last year. Because that was so great. All right, divisional. Well, last year was flippy-floppied. But anyway, divisional. Baltimore. Let's see. They lose to Baltimore in the playoffs. I love how unrealistic Madden is. Because in real life, the opposite happened. But it's because for some reason, Madden gets a boner whenever the Ravens play the 49ers. And this is like a matchup every time I sim. For some reason, this ends up happening. But the Ravens lose to the Niners. And the Niners have lost the last 5 Super Bowls. Is it 5? It seems like 5. Let me think. They lost to the Ravens. They lost to the Chiefs twice. It's 3. I think they lost the last 3 Super Bowls. But, surprisingly enough, no. Isaiah Pacheco was Offensive Player of the Year. Defense was Kyle Van Noy. So, Calvin, I mean, he did good. He helped them in the divisional round, but nothing really past that. It wasn't really that OP as much as I guess I expected it to be. I mean, he had 1,400 yards. Like, that's still a really great accomplishment above itself. But, I don't know. I guess I expected him to have like 2,000 yards. But, I guess not. Tell me down below your thoughts and opinions. Also, a little factor here is what I'm saying. He's the only good receiver on that team. I don't care about the other 2. So, he probably got double or triple covered every single play. Kind of also a factor. But Matthew Stafford still made him a 1,000-yard receiver every year. But I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.